I'm just gonna leave it like this for right now.
That's fine.
Until what's going on, guys? I'm over here with Matt, AV News Crew, and we will give it a few and let you guys start joining in. There's a couple things that we want to discuss, and one of those things are going to be about Brian Wayne and what he put out there today on Facebook. Hey, good evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys can, please remember to hit that thumbs up when you come in. Hit that thumbs up. Spread the word that we are live. But right before we get into all of that, myself, this is what myself and Matt, we both think that we smell.
I smell bullshit.
Yep. All right. So right after this, we will be right back. By the time we come back, you guys should be all in here, and that way we could go ahead and go over all this stuff.
Get ready to the countdown.
All right, guys. So we are live and we are ready to go. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. So as you guys can see, Matt is right here with me.
What's up, folks? Come on in.
Come on in. Come on in. We will give it a few, maybe about 10 more, 20 more seconds. You guys, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. What's going on? Who we have? We have Glenda, we have Rebecca, we have Carol, Ruth. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Sally, Stacy. Hey, you guys, do me a favor. If we are coming in loud and clear, please hit 1. Let us know that we are coming in loud and clear and you guys can hear us very good. We're using this microphone right here, so hopefully everything is checking out fine. 1111111. Sweet, sweet. All right, so as most of you guys should know, Brian Wayne, he put up a post. A very a lot of people believe it's a very deceiving post, and I'm gonna go ahead and just it's gonna be right here on my phone. You guys seen I put it on the community post. It says, just in, this is by Brian Wayne, just in, while multiple people have voluntarily cooperated, right? They cooperated, that's what he's saying,
Yes.
with authorities in the missing California City boys case. The Bakersfield Police Department confirmed Wednesday that investigators have had to detain several people who were not willfully cooperating with the investigation. So, where's SGV at? Is he in here? What's going on, SGV? Where's he at? Where is my brother from another mother? I just seen somebody comment something about SGV. But yeah. So how do you guys take that? How do you take that? How do you take that, Matt?
Well, first of all, the first part that's deceiving is where it states just
Thank you.
in.
Thank you, Miss Terry.
If that's just in, that would mean that somebody was actually being detained today. And that is not the case. What has been stated is over the time frame of this whole case, this investigation, is when people were detained. And a lot of people get detained, misconstrued with taken into custody or arrested. Detained could mean many, many different things. You could be detained because they're serving a search warrant on your house. You could be being detained, like right now, over on 15th and Palmdale Boulevard, 15th East.
Right.
They are detaining the people at the Tap.
Right.
Detained means you're being held for possible questioning and so forth like that, or until they arrest you. But
Right.
it did not state that people were arrested. It stated people were detained. But that didn't happen today. That didn't happen yesterday. That was prior. So to me, that means it's extremely misleading. Because
right.
just in, that's like saying breaking news. Just in.
Right.
That, it's not breaking news. Okay. People have been detained. I'm not going to say 3 or 4 people been detained, because we know Jacqueline and Trezell were detained probably multiple times as warrants were being served on their homes.
Right.
But it's not just them. There's other members of the families also that have been detained because they were detained for questioning. They weren't arrested. So where does that leave you?
Right. And there's a lot of people that took it. I mean, I took it that way as well when I seen what he wrote. That they were detained. But like Matt was saying, that detained doesn't mean that, they were arrested or, booked in or anything like that. But like he was explaining right now, it could be any of that. But the way Brian Wayne worded himself was very deceiving. First, he comes out with that smear campaign thing, that smear video, and now this one. And I'm reading through you guys' comments right now. Some of your comments, I'm going to highlight them, like this one here from Brooklyn D. Light. Detained for not cooperating.
And for instance, when I heard that people were detained, I started making phone calls to find out who would have been detained, because it was just in, which would have been breaking news. It's almost just in, and breaking news is basically almost the same thing, if you think about it. But that's information that was supposedly just in. That's a false narrative, because he's had that information for quite some time.
So in other words, it was the West family that's not cooperating.
We don't know positively, but we do know that Ryan Dean wasn't detained in regards to it.
Right.
We know the second bio dad wasn't detained in regards to it. And this was today. We had to start narrowing it down. And as most people know, I'm going to try and narrow it down to get to the bottom of the truth before I go on and post it, because I don't want to have to go back on and retract a statement that I've had to do quite a few times because of false narrative information given out by entities.
Did you hear? Okay, so you guys heard about that, right? Not to change the subject, but that court TV, I've been seeing a couple people have been telling me that the boys' case hit that court TV.
Yes, and he was supposed to go back on there again, I think maybe today or tomorrow or something like that.
See what Miss Carol just said, well, court TV seemed he changed his answer around from when he answered the question before, and some stuff he answered was BS to me because it was stated different. So I haven't seen, that's what I want to know as well. I haven't seen that court TV yet, but if somebody, you have the link to that, I'll probably look it up and see if I can find it. And so here we have Terry G2 Good to Go if the West refused the lie detector test, then that alone is showing not giving info.
But the thing about that, okay, with lie detector tests, you know, it's actually not admissible in court. You don't have to take one. It's not mandatory. Lie detector tests are used actually to rule you out as a suspect, usually. And it wasn't stated that they refused to take the test. It wasn't stated that they did take the test. What was stated was they were asked to take the test and they lawyered up. That's what was stated. But then, you know, that's another one where
why would they
whirlwind?
Why would innocent people have to do that though? I mean, if you're being told to, you know, hey, I mean, most people would say, you know what, give me a lie detector test. You know, like, you're gonna blame me for this? Let's do that lie detector test. You get what I'm saying?
If you know you're not guilty, and somebody comes to you and asks you to take a lie detector test in regards to a major crime, I would take it.
Right, it's not
because
mandatory.
There's one thing that if you don't take it, if you refuse it or you lawyer up, they're going to look at you harder than they would in the beginning.
Okay, we have Ms. D said Chief Walker said foul play. Why no arrest?
Well, foul play. Foul play could mean multiple different things, you know, but you can't just arrest for foul play. You have to have a crime.
You gotta have proof of that foul play.
And
who did it?
Case as large as this is, and what charges could wind up coming out of this case, depending on who's charged. You know, you don't want it to be thrown out of court.
Right.
You know, you don't want to take the chance because you're guaranteed that
that's what I believe too.
Somebody.
One that's highlighted.
Yes, somebody, you know, knows what happened. Not only that, but with the, you know, the charging, the fact of getting charged. You don't want to charge somebody and have a really good attorney come in and get it thrown out, you know, before it even gets into basically the court. You know,
and then on top of that, the whole lie detector test thing, it doesn't hold up in court, right?
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It does. A lie detector test does not hold up in court because they've really never been able to prove that. Oh, how would you say it? You can't prove that they're 100% accurate.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. There's a lot of stuff out there, man. There is a lot of stuff out there, bro. That's just popping up like every single day.
Oh, well,
what do you think about that, man? I mean, we got people saying that there's sightings of the boys in Florida. We have people saying there's sightings of the boys in Arizona. We have people saying that there's sightings of the boys here.
And, you know, in regards to the sightings, hey, I'm not going to say, you know, I can't say 100% they were not seen. But at certain locations, like at the McDonald's, you may remember this one. You've been here a few years. Do you remember when they walked in and they shot the guy dead right there inside that McDonald's while he was sitting down eating? The rapper.
Was that Avenue? Where was that at? K?
No, right here.
Oh, right here. Right,
yeah,
right here on the corner.
And,
right, 47th.
Yeah, 47th.
Right.
They walked in and they shot him dead right there at that McDonald's. And there are cameras everywhere around that corner now. So, I mean, it would show.
Right. Right.
You know, it's truly sad. There's so much drama that has been brought into the case.
See this one? I guess Brian Wang is claiming, from what this comment says, that the West have been doing their own search.
I'd like to know where they've been searching
That's what
and who's searching. The only way I could see that they would be out doing a search is if they've actually hired a private detective. And if they hired a private detective, I'm going to put this out there, and some people are going to think I'm probably an ass or something, but that's okay. But if anybody in that family hired a private detective or has people out searching, I'm going to guess the person that has them out doing that is Jamal Watkins. That's who I would guess.
That's who you think has him out there?
If there's a private detective out
I
there,
haven't seen. I've never seen him. I've never seen him out there.
I've never seen them out searching. No, I have not. But if I was going to think that somebody from the adoptive side was out there searching, I would think that it would be Jamal Watkins having somebody out there search. Just like Jamal Watkins, I'm sure, is the one that put up the $30,000 reward from the extended family. Because when go back and you look at the statements that were done, and the statements that were done were from the extended family, and it stated directly in there that those statements had nothing to do with Jacqueline and Trezell, which means, to me, that means part of the extended family, if not all the extended family, we know at least part of the extended family is actually distancing themselves from the adoptive parents.
Right. So we have Gloria. Miss Gloria says, I wish we could see updated pictures of the boys. I really, really do. Why isn't there more pictures? I mean, that's a really good question. I mean,
you know,
she says here, with everyone having a cell phone, yet there's no pictures.
Yes, that is a big.
I mean, these are the only pictures that we have. The one that you guys see on the screen. We have maybe a couple more, right?
Yeah.
Like this one here, and
I do need the best pictures, because we actually have somebody that has offered
this one here
to do age progressed photos for us.
Yeah, I heard about that.
For free.
Really?
No charge.
I mean, we need that because we don't know what they look like now. If they're
we have no idea what they would look like at this point. We don't know actually what they look like at the point when they, supposedly disappeared on the 21st.
I don't believe that.
To my knowledge, and from what I've heard, I have not heard anything that actually points to they actually disappeared on the 21st of December. No. Okay. And here's another thing from that night. Okay?
No, Lydia. No, that's what we're doing this live feed about.
Nobody got detained today. That was a false narrative. People were detained, but that was throughout the whole case.
JW. What is this one right here? Who's JW?
Jacqueline West.
Oh, Jacqueline. Duh. Brain freeze. She says that she has newer pics in her phone and she never released them.
Okay, yeah. I heard that also, that Jacqueline. I heard that the West family actually has more up-to-date photos. But if it was me, and tell me if I'm wrong, but if it was any one of us that these kids disappeared, okay, and the only photos that law enforcement had was a year or so old or older, would you release your updated ones if you knew that could possibly bring the case closer to you getting arrested and prosecuted? I wouldn't.
Give me a second, guys. I don't believe that the boys came up missing on the 21st, man. Just
No, and what I started to talk about before the squirrels ran by, you know I'm ADHD. So if I get off track, just slap me once and I'll get back on track.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm seriously ADHD, folks. But that's why I have to stay busy all the time. I can't sit back. But there's so many different things that go on with the case.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man. This is some crazy crap, bro. That's happening.
I mean,
thank you. I appreciate
the
that.
day
Appreciate
that they
super
disappeared. Here's the thing that gets me. Okay, the day that they supposedly disappeared.
Thank you, Giovanna.
Was a special day in history.
The Bethlehem Star.
Which means about the time that they supposedly went missing. Where would everybody be?
Outside looking.
Outside looking for the star.
Right.
But did you hear of anybody that saw them or heard them looking for the boys? Anybody calling for the boys? I didn't. I don't know. I can't tell you anything.
No one in that neighborhood. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't somebody say that? Who said that? Oh, should we go there or no? Yeah, let's not go there. Okay, yeah. Not yet. Yeah.
We confirmed this one. Oh.
Yeah. But you know what? I actually heard that before.
More than once.
I've heard that more than once.
Multiple times.
But for the most part, you guys seen the videos, and no one out there, none of the neighbors heard Trezell yelling out of his window for the boys.
Well, they didn't hear him yelling in the backyard for the boys.
Nothing.
They didn't hear him yelling anywhere.
And as a matter of fact, Mike's cameras has audio. Mike's cameras have audio, guys. So
and they didn't catch it.
And they didn't catch no one yelling out loud for the boys.
And here's the thing. Here it is, folks. When I talk to different neighbors, but I just don't go out there and I don't record while I'm talking to the neighbors, because it makes them feel uncomfortable. But when I talk to some of the neighbors, they did not hear anybody calling for the boys. Nobody looking for the boys.
No one. Yeah.
But
right. I feel the same way.
A couple neighbors did state that they had heard prior to this that they heard Jacqueline and Trezell fighting and arguing and screaming and yelling, which sounds like a domestic violence case going on in the house.
Yeah.
They heard that, but they did not hear anybody calling for these boys. So
you know what's another strange one that I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know, because I've had people ask me multiple times. Why, when Perla was across the street at Jesse's house, out of all the times she was there, not one time did she ask him for that video footage?
Yeah.
And according to her, the only thing she was doing there was sitting in the bathroom, editing videos in the bathroom, for hours.
But the funny thing,
appreciate you.
I'm going to tell y'all something about that. She stated she was in the bathroom editing. Well, I could tell you probably at least 4 or 5 times that I went up and tapped on her window that she was sitting in her car editing the videos.
Yeah.
So which is the truth?
I don't know, man.
And even with that house, with Jesse's house,
because his
people started drama with that between me and Jesse because they didn't want me getting close on this case.
All right. Thank you guys for having the patience and sitting in here waiting. We had to basically reset the router, reset the everything. So I don't know. There's a lot of rumors out there, and some of the stuff could be true. Like I've seen certain people here on YouTube trying to get little hackers to hack people's accounts, especially when they're on live feeds, and do stuff just like that. But we are here, and if you guys can hear us clear, once again, hit 1 if you guys can, please.
Come on in, folks. It's creeping up again.
All right, so okay, here we go. All right, guys. So where were we? What were we talking about? What were we talking about before that happened, guys?
Let's see. What is a question somebody has for us?
Yeah, let me go through here. What's going on, guys? Okay, so to answer your question, Little Miss, so Little Miss has a question. Back in the beginning, you were, I was one of your buddies walking around Potomac, and the dude came up and said the mom was here passing out flyers. That was not the mom. That was actually a somebody who's out there searching. So he got confused with what he said. But we were just talking about.
We were talking about everything.
Yeah, but there was something that we were just talking about right now. Before that happened, and I'm like, what the freak just happened? Perla, that's right. Perla and Jesse. All right. So
yeah. Her editing and the fact that,
So Perla claimed that, because I asked her, well, when you were at Jesse's house, did you even ask him for the video footage? And she said, no. I forgot to. How do you forget something like that? What about the neighbor, the neighbor that I got the footage from? And she said no. And that just doesn't make sense to me.
No.
That doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, why spend that much time inside of somebody's house and then not one time? I mean, if she's walking in the house, right, she sees that there's a camera there on the right there, right? Not one time did she supposedly ask, about that footage. I don't know, man. I don't get that. Here we go. We have a question for Matt. So
I get tips called into me all the time from all over, because a lot of people think we just cover the Antelope Valley. No, we cover all different areas. We cover multiple areas, but we get calls for all different things. And I do know somebody that, lives over there.
Yeah. So we got to answer your question. This guy, Vic, he seems to think that it's gossiping. It's not gossiping. It's us wanting to know why, when there's 2 little missing boys that came up missing, a trained reporter who works for a news agency in Bakersfield, why it didn't cross her mind to ask for that footage from across the street. And yes, Perla did quit reporting on this case, but according to her, she told someone that she was fired, and then she told me. Here, matter of fact, I'll tell you what she told me. Give me 1 second. She says she left on her own accord. That was her words. That I left on my own accord. And the reason why she replied with that is because I told her, hey, I'm sorry about what happened to you. Welcome to our world. I bet if you wanted to do a smear news clip about us searchers, you would still have your job. It sucks. And that's when she wrote me back here. She said, I actually left on my own accord.
Well,
and then she put, just know I won't be covering this case. So, yeah, she's not going to be covering the case of the boys.
see, a lot of people don't know how it works in the news industry also. A news reporter cannot just say what they're going to cover. They have to have it come from the assignment desk.
They're sent out.
Or have it approved by the assignment desk. You know, so, I mean, you can't just do as you want. Unless you're like me, I can. I don't have to ask permission to do it. Except boss lady, you know. But most news entities have to ask permission to do a story. You can't just go out and do it, and you could lose your career really quick. And the sad thing about it in the news industry or media industry is if you get fired, if you truly get fired from an industry, you could wind up blackballed from the industry. They could make it so hard for you to find a job that you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's I don't know, man. But seriously, like, what do you think? What do you guys think about all these? Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that, Leak Mom. Thank you, I appreciate you. What do you guys think about all these sightings? You know, we got all these sightings, but yet no one is taking a picture. No one's calling the cops, right?
Well,
how's that one going?
Supposedly they're calling, but a lot of them are saying they don't trust the police, so they don't call. But when they do call, people are saying that they can't get through. Well, Emily,
the big media.
Yeah, the large media, yes, it's controlled by the government, and most media is actually Democrat owned and operated.
I just think that it really sucks, guys, that we have so many people out there claiming that they've seen the boys. And I know it's crazy, man, that what is this? I knew employee because the threat, she was getting too close. That makes sense. But I just think it's crazy, man, that, you know, we have Florida sightings, Palmdale sightings, we have Arizona sightings, Bakersfield sightings, and, you know, like the stuff that was going on in Bakersfield, the person kept saying, oh, they're over here, they're over there, but my phone's dying. Every single time it was something to do with the telephone dying or something like that. So I don't know. I don't get it, but yep, you are right. It's crazy.
You know, hey, I've been called that too. I've been called fake news. If it's fake, hey, do me a favor, come on. Let me know what's fake. And
well, you know what?
If it's fake, debunk me. I'm okay with that.
There is hey, what's going on, Danny? Let me see. Where did that question just go to? I'm just seeing it right now.
And I will say this, sightings of the boys, okay, people want to see them.
Right.
People want to see them because it gives hope that, you know, they're okay. But with so many sightings, what it also does there is it takes away from the true investigations in the case because they're out searching and, you know, they do a lot of traveling. A lot of traveling.
It's crazy.
And Crystal won. She was making excuses saying the best are out looking. Who were the best that was looking? That was Cal City Police Department, correct?
Yeah, supposedly Cal City told them the best are out looking.
Which they may have told them that, but that's kind of an odd statement.
Are you guys really going to sit back at home? Here's a question. Your kids coming missing. You guys really going to sit there and have somebody tell you, somebody who doesn't know your kids at all, that, oh, yo, the best route they're looking? I mean, you would think that you're the best.
Oh, yeah.
If it comes down to your own child, you're the best. So,
I may not be searching every home in the neighborhood, but you're guaranteed I would be knocking on every door in that neighborhood and talking to every person I saw an eyeball on the street. I'm going to ask them questions. You know, ask them.
that was really weird too, man. What Trezell said when he said that he doesn't want to invade people's privacy.
Yeah. Well, there's reasons for that.
Yeah. I think that's kind of weird though. Like,
well,
you couldn't even just walk up to their door, you know, knock on their door, nothing like that.
That's another one of those very misleading little sentences. But I mean, go back and think. If you go back and you think about the different things that were stated, you know, supposedly they went missing on the 21st of December. Okay. Then you come up to the interview where the multiple statements are made. They're here. They're around here. They're gonna have bruises because they love to wrestle.
He said all that?
They were rambunctious.
He said that about bruises?
Yeah. He made a lot of statements. Not every statement that he made was caught on camera because people were setting up their cameras. And I mean, the one thing that, you know, you put them all together and then you get the part where he says it all played out.
It all played out.
And then very shortly after that, you have Mrs. Claus. That's why we didn't want to do this. And she's pointing towards what she thought was all the biological family. It wasn't just biological family.
That was out there.
There were neighbors that she was pointing to with her claws. That's why they didn't want to do the interview. No, the reason I thought they didn't want to do the interview because they didn't want to bring out anything that could possibly prosecute them in court.
Let's you guys give me a second here. We're gonna give me 1 second here. Let's go back and see if we can actually pull up that that footage really quick.
That clip.
Yeah, you guys give me 1 second. All right. So let's do this, guys. You guys still with us, right? Let's go and see if we can share this screen really quick.
I see.
All right, so we are sharing the screen right now.
Why did they change the boys' first names?
So what are we gonna go to? We're gonna go to Matt's, right? To your.
Yeah, what one do you want to see?
Let's go and look at the interview.
The 23rd.
So we type in what missing boys interview.
What it was.
I'm just gonna type in missing boys interview. Boys interview. You guys still with us, right? All right, so you guys make sure to press 1 if we are still rocking and rolling and you guys are hearing us and you guys are seeing the same screen that we are seeing right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this interview. I know we've seen it a lot of times already, but now we got 531 people in here. All of us at one time could sit here and listen to it at the same time. And let's see what we could if there's anything new we might hear, if there's something we might have missed.
PPP loans help small businesses get back on their feet.
All right, give it a second, guys.
Independent contractors.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Come on in.
Gotta fast forward it to about where right here or what? About right there. All right, so hold on, guys.
We're getting ready to go live with.
All right, so you guys are all here, right? Everybody's in here, and let me go ahead and pause it real quick. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear it. You guys can hear it, right? Or can't hear it. That's weird. Let's see if we can turn this thing around real quick. All right.
Apparently they can hear it.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's do this. The interview haven't started yet. It hasn't started yet, so let's fast forward it.
See, I'll give a little narrative up until right before this. Perla Shaheen was going back and forth to the door talking to them. She would knock on the door, they would answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then also it was Ryan Dean, bio mom, that went up to the door. And my understanding is she wanted to speak with them and ask them if they would come out and speak. And eventually they did come out and speak, but the interview did not go the way I thought it would go with an interview with somebody that was missing children.
No. All right, you guys ready? Let's check this out. We're getting everything plugged in right now.
Yeah, they were doing all their audio, to make sure it was right.
Cool.
All right, here we go, guys.
Tell us what happened the night this kid went missing.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up that gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. Let's play on chalk. Came to the house. Saw them there.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Right now, you guys, please let me know if you can hear what's being said on this interview.
But
even that little beginning part right there, you heard what he's saying?
yeah. Oh, hey, about the part with the knives. Oh, news reporters, law enforcement officer, and a lot of people that were around the location said he did come to the door with a bunch of knives on.
That he did.
Yes.
Trezell had a bunch of knives on him.
Yes.
Wow.
When he answered the door.
All right, guys. So let's get to it. I want to rewind it just a little bit because something, I don't know, this is a little weird to me right here. Watch.
To outside and play. Open up that gate.
Just go back a tiny bit.
Tell us what happened the night this kid went missing.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
From our yard.
I was gonna make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up that gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that and our youngest two go outside and play with chalk in the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close.
What?
Wait a minute.
Chalk in the back patio.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I really believe that that's
Bring it inside.
this that they're out there playing with that dog, bro.
No.
Yes.
No,
Because you even said that there was no pictures with no chalk on that back
Yeah.
thing.
Back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close.
Well, why weren't they allowed to go on the dirt?
In the house.
Wait a minute.
Do not let them go on the dirt.
What do you say right here?
Keep them close. Play with chalk.
Playing with chalk.
House, saw them there. One house, came back out. I didn't see him there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said no.
So here's the question. Here's the question. When he walked back in,
Mm-hmm.
how, from what we can see from that video surveillance, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long? I counted 51 seconds when he was off the camera from that angle from the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
When he walked inside and then he was back out. It was only like 51 seconds. We'll give it a minute. And he said he walked inside, they were there.
He said he walked inside and he searched, and
No, he said I walked inside, I saw them there. I walked back out, and then they were gone. So within 51 seconds to a minute,
they were gone.
they were gone. How does that even make
None
sense,
of it
bro?
makes sense when you go back and you watch it repeatedly and repeatedly. All it does is makes you angry.
Maybe.
And
It's crazy, huh? He's lying, period. Regardless, whatever it was, freaking, if it was drawing chalk or ding dog, whatever. You get what I'm saying? We didn't see no kids
but
leave out of that game.
how did he say he was collecting the wood? Didn't he say he was throwing?
He said he was throwing the wood.
So now hold on.
All right.
Okay. Here is one of the things that I brought up, and everybody told me he never said he was throwing the wood.
He just said he was throwing the wood.
I know, but people were telling me he didn't say he was throwing the wood. Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's go back to
your
this.
boys are in the backyard playing. Why are you throwing wood?
Let's go back and see that real quick.
Wood bounces
In
and
the house.
Hold on.
Let's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea. They and our youngest two go outside and play with chalk in the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. Let's play with chalk. Came in the house, saw them there.
It's a little bit back more. Hold on, guys. From my yard. I always thought that was a little weird.
I'm throwing wood.
Boom! Right there. 3 minutes.
I'm throwing the wood.
I'm gonna make a fire.
Listen to this.
A lot of wood in this area right here next to our house.
Okay, now
I open up that
Well,
gate.
watch.
I'm throwing wood.
I'm throwing
bring it
wood.
inside the house. My wife's inside.
So here we have this gate,
that's
right?
wide open.
That's wide open,
But you're
guys.
throwing wood.
And he's
But hey, if you're throwing wood, wouldn't you be worried that you might hit one of the
yeah,
children?
smack one of them on the top of the head or
hey,
something.
you have toddlers. They get into everything as toddlers.
Right.
If your toddler's not getting into everything,
They
something's
must
wrong.
have had those little guys in
What?
some type of like super check. Stay there on that
Yes.
little on that little square about the size of this window, damn near,
And see,
right?
here's the
and
thing.
stay sitting right there. Don't move from there.
Here's the big question though. Why were they not allowed on the dirt? You know why? You know what my thought is?
What's your thought?
If they weren't allowed on the dirt, that would mean that there would be no shoe prints.
No shoe prints.
Yes.
Right.
Because they were on the concrete. They were on the concrete. They
I
were
don't know.
allowed. And just
No
like
footprints.
Chief John Walker said, he stated what? The only way they got out of there was how? With help from what?
An adult.
At least one adult, most likely two. Because how are you going to walk up and grab two toddlers, okay, that are going to be kicking and screaming because they're being kidnapped?
They have no one that we know of in custody right now. That's what this whole live stream was about. It's about that Facebook post that Brian Wang put up, and the way he worded himself. It was very misleading and deceiving. And
the opening two words, just in.
Yeah, just in. Like it's a
breaking.
Like it's breaking news. Like it's a big update. You know what I mean? So I mean that's pretty crazy. And Crenshaw actually, I believe she spoke to him, and she was able to get a statement from him. It was a really deceiving post, man. He working on people's feelings, right?
Yeah. I just saw, where did it say that? It said Matt something. I've always.
We never seen no boys on the what?
Once.
And the 21st. She said, did you just say once?
Once. Once. Isn't that what it says?
Yeah. Sounds funny, dude. Once?
It does.
All right, guys. So
somewhere in Cali,
no. Yeah. Look, guys. Look at what we have in here. Mario Pinion. Shut up, you greedy fucker. You just want the money.
So Mario Pinion, how am I greedy?
Anyways, guys.
You can come pay my bills. They're about $6,000 a month. You got that pocket change?
Anyways, guys, look. It's scandalous, man. It's crazy. You know what really gets me? Like, I appreciate everyone out there that posts about the boys and keeps their story alive. But these false sightings, man, you got to have proof. You just can't, let me just jump up on the internet and blast something out there because somebody called me and said, hey, I got the boys. We got the boys over here. Or we seen them over here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, get some type of evidence. You know, and I don't know, man. Gold digger. Check out this one. Gold digger. Stephanie says, AV is a gold digger.
Hey, that's better than the one I heard recently. I heard there's a rumor going around that I'm sleeping with all the homeless women too.
Yeah. That's That's crazy. That's why you're losing all your hair. Hey guys, it's crazy, man. I know a lot of you guys don't want to rewatch that interview. We all know that this is all crap. This is all crap. And look at Jacqueline's posture as well.
And
right? No type of eye contact. Look at her.
The nervous sway that she does.
Let's just go ahead. Let's just finish a little bit of this.
Watch her body movements.
Let's finish a little bit of this, guys. Let's get back on track. Here we go.
She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk in the back patio.
Why? And that's something else that where were the older boys, the older kids?
They were on vacation.
So they weren't there at all.
Okay, here's the thing.
According to them, right?
What they stated was their biological and the two other, we don't know if they're foster or adopted, were on vacation at grandma's house. Which grandma's house? That has not been confirmed yet. But
Flossie, appreciate you.
Orrin and Orson, aka Classic and Sincere, were apparently too young to go on the vacation. That's what they had stated. They didn't want to send the youngest ones because it would be too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say, look, if somebody's getting too carried away in the live streams, then I tell my mods to boot them. But if they're just, I'll be your daddy. Where does it say that at?
Where'd he go?
Happy says that I'll be your daddy.
Yeah, that is what he said. Too young, you know. They were the youngest. They were too young. But I mean,
The sex shop. Do you know the name of the sex shop they were cited in?
No, I do not.
Wasn't it like Booty Nights or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know. But I'll tell you something, folks.
Why somebody make a store name that?
There were too many different little quirks in this whole case that make it stink.
It is a lot. Yeah, Crenshaw does know the name of that shop. But let's see. Let's check this out real quick.
Not let them go from the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. Play with chalk.
Well, like I was saying, guys, like if people get too carried away in the live stream and like where it's like super, super disrespect, then the mods already know. Like, just put them on a timeout.
Put them on timeout.
Yeah. Other than that, just
I'd kick him to the curb.
yeah.
You come in mind being disrespectful, you're getting kicked out.
Matt will kick him out. I'm not worried about those people, man. Let's get back to this.
All right, let's go.
In the house, saw them there. One house, came back out. I didn't see him there. I
See her
immediately
sway. Look, see the nervous
asked my
sway?
wife,
Yep.
"See boys?" She said, "No, they should be outside playing chalk." I said, "Well, I didn't see them." So
Is it just me or look at the size of them hands? Am I tripping? That's a big hand. Look at this. And stretching way back to over here.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, you're right about her sway.
back outside and started searching my backyard.
But that's the easiest way to make yourself look
I
bigger
realized
than
I
you
left
are.
the gate open, and
So a lot of people said that they can see what seems to be a Bluetooth right here.
I can't.
I mean, there's something here, but no telling what it is. It might just be his ear now that I'm looking at it from here. Yeah. Looks
I
like.
don't have X-ray vision, so I can't.
No, look, you can see the
I
crease
know.
right here.
Yeah,
Now,
I know.
you know, a lot of people said that it was a Bluetooth, but now that I'm looking at it here on the TV and everything, I mean, it actually looks like just the curve right here of the ear.
came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife.
See,
Once that,
they searched the house. It was like 40-something seconds that he searched in the house.
Right. And he just, okay, so he's saying that he went in the house and saw them there, came back out, and then they're not there, right? But yeah, he goes back in the house to search the house. Huh? What is that? What is that? What do they have, like almost passed each other up? If they would have went back in the house, they would have passed each other up. Like, whoop. He wasn't.
Said, big hands, big ears.
Big hands, big ears. Good morning, Kelly. All right, let's get back to it, guys.
Yeah, let's get through it.
I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold. And I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street.
See,
I turned the
that's
light
another
on,
thing right
searched,
there.
searched
He
the
said
whole
it's getting dark, it's getting
couple
cold. Wait, I thought it was cold. That's why he was getting firewood.
Even on the street on the side over there, you can see.
Am I wrong? Am I missing something there?
It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta be going. So I called the cops. Cops came.
Wait, what do you say?
Gentleman on the street on the other side over there, you can see. So then I came home and I told my wife, "You need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta be going." So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they could get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But
you know what? Maybe the cops, I don't know. This is just something to think about. Maybe the cops told them to stay put because they didn't know.
At that point, I could understand them telling him to stay in the house.
Right.
Okay.
That way,
But-
in case they run or something, right?
But
Like, in
not
case something-
for, 4.5 months.
Yeah, that's a nice little time. Oh man, this is. Yeah, you're right, April. Real cold. Cecilia wants to know: do the sex shops sell bongs and hookahs and things? I don't know. You might want to Google it.
Body came out in
Something
droves.
about people being disrespectful.
Where does it say this at? Hold on. Yeah, we'll just leave that up there. Andrea, appreciate you. Okay, so let's get back to it real quick, guys. We're almost through it. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Maybe we could all just, put our thinking caps on and see if we see anything at all that stands out.
And I wanted to thank you guys. That
You hear?
out here.
keep searching,
So, yeah.
but everybody came out in droves.
They seem a little
And I
paranoid,
wanted
don't you
to
think?
thank
Everybody came out in
that
droves.
night, but
But-
we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it. And nobody ever could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
We just want to thank
We
everybody.
really want to
And,
thank you
Please,
guys.
if anybody has seen them, please call.
Look
Let somebody
at
know.
Is
See the
call the cops.
nervousness?
Call California City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you seen, if you seen anything. Our boys, they are going to be.
PPP
Ah.
help small businesses get back on their feet. But did you know that also help independent contractors?
I don't want to turn it down because it's too loud.
Rambunctious. Okay.
See?
They are going to be here.
Yeah, but
Going to be.
I didn't hear nothing about.
Hold on.
Police Department.
I didn't hear nothing about they rough play and they have bruises. I didn't hear that.
Hold on.
Call them and let them know what you seen, if you seen anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious. Okay. They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if
Make
they
sure.
make sure. That's it. Because go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine.
That is something way off about this whole interview,
See
man.
how they-
For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable.
Is that-
I think the same thing.
Wait, let's hear that one more time.
Kind of foul play involved. She said she had some kind of foul play. For you guys, for people from you guys,
Hold on, guys.
Make sure. That's it. Because go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly the point. Then if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no.
We gotta
And that's
get
all I
one.
want is to find a baby.
What happened?
That's it.
We gotta get one of the
And
other
I
ones
talked to her this morning,
when I shut down.
and I really wanted.
He said, see, that's why I turned on the captions,
And I really
the
wanted
closed
to-
caption. And he said, and I talked to her this morning and I really wanted to
Yeah.
Tell her.
tell her that. Hold on. Hold on.
That's no. And that's all I want is to find a baby. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted.
We were entrusted, he said.
Yeah.
In us, they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes
See,
sense.
the
That's part of
conversation
investigation.
continued after
So,
I shut
that's
down.
pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
What, so you guys willfully gave them your technology,
Yes.
the car?
Yes.
Did they get it? How did they get
Well,
a search warrant?
Yeah, so
You guys-
willfully.
I don't see why they got one, but they got one. We would have let them take anything. We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house, though, did they?
All right. So
They spoke a little off camera.
all right, so hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So Matt is saying that after did you kept it rolling or
No, I went off when he's right after he said the point where he said it all played out. I got frustrated because that's like it played out as like saying the crime took place in that time period.
Jen, wow, hey, what's going on? When it all played out.
And they were speaking before everybody started recording also.
Yeah, so let's look at that white truck because I know a few people brought up that box truck before.
It's the guy
Now,
in the corner.
yeah, it's the guy in the corner. So here I'm actually looking at it on my one of my big screen TVs, and you can see everybody inside of that front seat. There's a passenger and a driver. Boom, boom. And there's people that actually try to sit there and say that that truck might have been involved or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's just been so much crap.
I guess, should I answer that?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I guess.
Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed.
What you say? I see. So somebody was saying
She was
something. and-
stumbling over her words.
no, I guess somebody was saying something in the background. Watch.
Okay, I guess.
I see.
We seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put, they have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
Yeah, sitting down, we asked him to help.
I don't.
Nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
We
it's
need you
not.
guys here to consider.
I don't want you guys thinking we
Don't.
didn't try. We actually looked
Try.
before we called.
We look
police.
yes.
And I imagine the mind-boggling
man?
part is the
I
search
gotta
for
be up. I gotta be up
information.
early. We're gonna be going out 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing, and at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I believe, it was about 4:30, 4:05, it was getting dark, like I said. Fine. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched.
After we,
It was dark.
Yeah.
It was definitely.
well, you guys know, we never seen Jacqueline. What she just do with her fingers after we searched?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, guys, but we are at. It's 1:10 a.m. out here. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes almost. I have to be up in about 3 hours. I think Matt has to get up super early as well.
I got grandkids at home, so yeah.
Yep, she did not search at all. You just clearly heard her say after we searched. I don't know, man. This is really
if I'm correct,
strange,
I
guys.
basically sign off real quick, and then I came back on after this because of the biological family, asking them questions about it. Nobody threatened them. They asked them questions.
What do you mean? Say it again. All right, Vic, over and out. What do you mean?
After this ended, because I signed off. And basically almost right after, the biological family started asking questions.
Appreciate you.
But
Thank you for
everybody
doing that.
said that, you know, it was, the narrative was put out there backwards where people were playing the other video first and then showing this video. That's not the way it went down. It was this and then the other video where the biological family was asking them questions and why they didn't take care of the kids because they, you know, because they adopted them. You're supposed to take care of the kids, not let this happen.
It's crazy, huh? Drew has a question, and then we're gonna go ahead and probably shut this one down. Drew says, who had the paperwork for these two boys? I don't know what it is. When you adopt the kid, is it still a certificate of birth?
You
he could. Matt will be the one that could answer that. He's actually
you can
adopted parent.
Believe it or not, I'm presumed father for a little lady that's one of my daughters now, and you can actually change the information on a birth certificate with court paperwork. You can do it. So you can change the last name, first name, everything. You can change who the parents are.
And put you down.
Yes,
as...
you can put you down. Yep, you can put you and your lady down as the.
Well, that's what.
parents.
See, that's what, when I was a kid, I was actually adopted by my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
He adopted me, and he wanted, you know, the name change and all the above. So he ended up changing my name from what I was born with to carry on his name.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Do that.
That's a trip.
You know, and honestly, no, I did not change her name. I could. I definitely could. But I did not change her name. If she wants to change it at some time, that's up to her. But it's very common for children that are adopted or wind up going through court and a parent getting presumed fatherhood, they can change the father's name on that birth certificate. And you can, if they're adopted, you can change their first and last name. That's very, very common.
Yep. He wanted my whole name changed. I was only what? 81, 2, 3, 6 years old or something like that. Brian just posted a video of this interview. All right, Brian. Brian has a chance to join. Brian Wayne, come on in here. Come on in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link right here really quick, and
we'll see if he comes in.
If he wants to join, now is the time.
I don't have anything against Brian. I just hope he comes on and, you know, actually straightens it out so people understand what it actually. A lot of people.
Well, a lot of people. It's not just myself. I got a lot
of calls and a lot of emails and text messages in regards to this. That's how I found out.
Yeah. So I just shared the link, and if Brian is on here watching, go ahead and click on that StreamYard. That way, you got 581 people in here that wants to know, why did you say what you said, Mr. Wayne? And if you can, please come on in here and let us know, man.
And for everybody that thinks, there's a lot of people that think, doing the news is an easy task. Let me tell you, folks, it takes a toll on you. It makes you older faster than you're supposed to.
No, I already know. We already know that you're
we
just
know
joking.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think, well,
Yeah.
I don't think either one of our ladies would think it would be okay for us to be
Who's
gold
that
diggers.
said? Steve, can I give a new interview from Lady on Fire report? You need to hear it. Yeah. No, they I was 6 years old and they ended up, I was explaining that on my other channel, my second channel. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Man, we got a helicopter.
I'm actually was working on an autobiography. That's not Wayne. We're only should we talk to somebody? Or are we just waiting for Wayne or what?
Well, maybe he'll come in.
All right, so we're actually waiting for Wayne, but we'll go ahead and add somebody to the stream. Go ahead, you are on Focus and Driven. Focus and Driven. Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me? You have an echo or no?
Loud and clear. No.
Hi, how are you guys doing? You guys have been crazy busy with all this craziness going on, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's been a lot. It's been crazy. What's going on?
I just wanted to, I don't know. I just think that their hands are dirty regardless. You know what I mean? And regardless, they're still going to be accountable regardless of whatever the situation or the outcome might be. You know what I mean? Because they were responsible for those boys regardless. But that's basically, there's not much more that could be said because it's been talked about so much, but, I think they still need to be held accountable.
Right, of course. Of course. What do you think about that whole interview?
I just think that if their hands are dirty, just, you know what I mean? Their hands are dirty. That's all there is to it,
Super dirty.
They're asking who the caller is.
I don't know.
Driven.
It's Focus and Driven. Somebody wanted to know who is the caller. Like I was saying, we're actually waiting for Brian Wayne. Hopefully he could join. I do thank you and appreciate you for even jumping up on here and letting us know about their hands being dirty, because it's true. Their hands are dirty.
Oh boy. All right, folks. I will do it since it's asked. Come on in, Brian Wayne.
Somebody asked you that? Oh my goodness, man.
Right there.
Hey, I appreciate you, Focus and Driven. Did you want to say anything else before jumping off?
Hi guys, I'm calling from Tucson, Arizona. So.
Oh, okay.
And I just think that, I've been watching this from the jump, from the beginning. I have their banner posted on my fence because I live on a main strip that there's a lot of traffic daily, morning and night. So I have them, I got some zip ties and they're on my fence every day, so, a lot of people see them, just try to do my part on my end.
Yeah, of course.
Much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for doing
their
that.
hands are dirty,
Big time. Big time.
If they get evidence or not, they still were liable. They were still accountable. You know what I mean? They were still responsible for those boys. So just lock them up every anyway.
She said just lock them up. Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? They're still missing. So, just lock them up. Shit, because they take kids for less and for other, reasons that they shouldn't take kids. You know what I mean? and they gave them somebody else's kids, and they're over here walking around like it's all good, you know? That's
Like it's all
crazy.
great.
Yeah.
I know.
Some people
That gets
just have it. Some people are just born with no conscience. You know what I mean? They can lay their head down at night and be okay
right.
with it. That's insane.
Yeah, well, they seem to be okay with it, going to sex shops and everything else.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. They're a couple steps short of a staircase. That's what I think.
Yep.
But
Well, I appreciate you joining us. It is
I
late.
just wanted to find out too if you got your packages, and if you didn't, I mean, if they weren't of an interest, you know, the file folders and the backpack and stuff. I don't want to bug you, you know, because I know you're busy.
No. Usually I make videos of every package that comes in. When did you
I
mail
sent
yours?
the Office Depot packages, remember?
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you for doing that.
I'm all right, folks.
That was you that did that?
Yeah, I sent you the Dickies backpack, and there's some cork boards. I don't know if you got those. Like you can pull them up to where.
Yeah,
Did you
you
get
know
that?
what? Yeah, so what I want to do is I have envelopes and I went and got some postcards as well. I want to start sending out letters to everybody that has sent anything in for the homeless or anything like that, just to help out, you know? So
Yeah, I still have food and stuff too, because remember I took a picture of all that food for the kids because you
yeah.
said send some snacks for the kids. I just haven't had time to ship it because it's a lot. It's heavy.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, so I thought the backpack would be good for your drones, and in the file folders to stay organized with your information.
Backpack.
Yeah, it was a gray Dickies backpack. It was like a dark gray, like a charcoal gray backpack. It came from Office Depot. Like I got some Puma ones I got for really cheap from Office Depot. I was surprised. So I just thought it would be.
I haven't seen a backpack.
Well, I'll send you the information, you know.
Yeah, if you can just send it to my email. Is there a you have a tracking number on that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, because something. So just today, like when I went to my PO box, I know for a fact that someone else sent something in, and we haven't got it. And when I asked the guy at the front counter, I go, "Do you recognize this name that's on this tracking order?" He was like, "No." He was like, "I don't." I go, "Well, supposedly it came here, but it didn't come here." There's
He's hating.
Yeah. I don't know. We usually get everything, but
technically, like
somewhere.
It's not
somebody wanted the damn Dickies backpack, huh?
Well, no? I think I messed up one of the orders, and I think it has my name but your address on there, so it doesn't say.
Oh, they're gonna send it. Yeah, they'll send it.
Yeah, so that's probably he's like, no, I'm sending this one back.
Yeah, no, they will send it back if it doesn't say my name or United We Stand, and if there's a name they don't recognize, and they'll just end up sending it back on their own.
Because I was trying to do that on all of them, but I think I re-looked at it and I was like, oh snap, it had my name on it, but with your post box. So I'll check on it and then see if I can get it resent too.
Yeah. Send me an email, and that way I want to go through and get everybody's addresses anyway.
Okay.
And then send everything out. So
because I ordered it from the Office Depot from your location. I actually put in your zip code and I ordered from the store out there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. I'm just trying to make it easy. I'm bored over here, single mom, so I'm just over here following this case. I've been hooked on it. So.
Every candy grab bag. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more lives, and I don't know. Every Friday we're gonna be doing like a live stream call in. So, but yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah, obviously, no worries. But you're doing a good job, and don't fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Excuse my language.
I appreciate you. Thank you for all the love and support. It means a lot.
That good little get along gang, Benny and Doug need to do something with themselves and they need to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I try not to talk about other ones.
It's a waste of energy, right? It's all good. I don't care.
I wish we could get a little bit of that rain over here. All right. Well, I appreciate you.
It smells so good too out here.
That's what's up.
But anyway,
All right. Yeah, I told Benny that his beard looked all scraggly and shit, and so he shaved it. It's funny.
That's what's up.
Anyway, all
All
right. Well,
right.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. And then yeah, we'll be back live again, probably
Okay.
Friday.
And
All right.
you guys be safe. And if you ever need any information, I'm a resource junkie. Let me tell you. So
All right,
I'm
cool.
able to get
Awesome.
information. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Take care.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So I don't think Brian Wang is going to be joining.
But the other thing, folks, I don't want everybody to slam him either, because he did do some good reporting in regards to this case.
Yeah, he has.
And he was able to get information out of Cal City Police Department when they wouldn't give it to other people because, whatever their reasons. But this was just, I see it as a big mistake because it gave a lot of false hope. And,
where? I want to see this backpack.
I think he will wind up.
I get so busy, guys. Oh, you think he will? Well, hopefully he does.
Because, I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think it was a bad mistake, bad wordage, and who knows? Maybe somebody did call him and spoke to him about it recently, just to get.
I don't remember that. Go see if you can find me that live stream and show me that backpack, because I do not remember.
Backpack.
Bang, 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 bang. I remember like a little black bag that had a whole bunch of maxi pads in it.
Just so you said get a copy. Look, I think I had a copy. Look at how big that is.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, like always, for your love and support, guys. And you guys, like Matt said, have a blessed night. And we're gonna jump off, but we will be back. Matt is always back live eating food.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
You guys have a good night. And I'm gonna go check for that backpack, and I'll see. All right, guys, we're out of here.